Hey guys, this is Nathan again here for week 7 focus vlog. So let's get started. The first tip for this week would be don't let insecurities distract you. I used to be a very insecure person, and I would always let little things that no one probably ever noticed, and I would just hyper focus on that, and I would dwell on that so much, and it distracted on productive things that I could be doing, and it's just a total waste of time. Somebody always has that one thing that just you're always insecure about, and it's always bothering you, whether it's your looks or you feel incapable or something. But just let it go, because the truth of the matter is people around you are so focused on their insecurities that they're not even going to notice. So, and then once you just let yourself free of all your insecurities, you'll find the much better and focused person. So yeah. And then the second tip would be surround yourself with focused people. Make friends with focused people that are trying in life and they're going somewhere. This kind of goes hand in hand with what I said last week about cutting off focus blockers. But when you find people that are focused, you'll find that that focus bleeds onto you, and it'll make you be a better person and make you want to go out and do things. You'll find that when you're surrounded by focused people, there's like an energy, and you feed off each other, and you're able to accomplish so many things as opposed to someone who's not focused and sits around all day. By hanging out with focused people, you'll find it makes a big difference in your ability to focus. So yeah. The third tip for this week would be don't be afraid to repeat something. As an ADD person, when you're doing something, whether it's studying or working on a project or anything really, sometimes you find your mind wanders more than the average person as someone with ADD. And that's just the way things are. And realize that you do that, and when you do that, don't be afraid to just go back and repeat whatever you were reading or whatever you were working on, and you'll be able to get more out of things. And then as you repeat, you'll be absorbing more information. It's frustrating, I know, but just realize that you have to repeat, and don't just like glaze over something and say that you did it, because it's easy to say that you just read over an assignment, but if you didn't get anything out of it because your mind was wandering, then there's no use to even doing it at all. So yeah, be sure to realize that your mind wanders and then go back and repeat over what you missed. By repeating, you're making sure your brain is working. You'll train your mind, and then you'll find yourself not having to repeat as much. So yeah, it may be hard, but it's necessary. And then the fourth tip, this may sound kind of weird, but I've found that it helps me a lot. And that is when you're working on something, you're studying or something, it's bad for your posture and whatever. But if you really want to like get down, and if you're taking a test or something, you really want to make sure that you're focused. Kind of like hunch over your work. I'll have yoga instructors getting mad at me, but when I'm hunched over, I don't know, maybe it's the blood going to your brain or something, but I find myself being able to focus a lot more. But I mean, don't do it all the time, but when you really need to get something done, being hunched over seems to help. Maybe it's just a mind thing, I don't know, but just based on my experience, that helps. And you'll notice that when you go into a class and you're taking a test and you see classmates, you'll see that most of the people are hunched over, so there must be something about it. I don't know, but give it a try, see if it helps for you. And then the fifth and final tip is just clean out the clutter of your life. Whether it's you have a cluttered workspace or just anything that's cluttering up. It could be physically or not physical, like in your mind or something. Or even like when I'm browsing on the internet, I always hit a new tab when I'm doing something. I always new tab, new tab, new tab. And before you know it, I have like a billion tabs open, and it really slows things down and just exaggerates my ADD. So yeah, anything that you find that is cluttering around you, whether it's a mess on your desk or something, just clean it off, and you'll find that when things are uncluttered, then your mind is uncluttered and it's easier to focus. So yeah, that's 5 tips for this week. I will see you next week. Thanks for sticking with me. Adios.